everybody. How's it going? This is Joe. Welcome back to another episode of the Inside Our Phillies podcast. It is the middle of the All-Star break, or whatever break it is that the Phillies really have, since they're back into action on Thursday night. The home run derby was yesterday. Kyle Schwarber made it to the finals, lost to Jordan Walker. The All-Star game is coming up tonight, where the Phillies will be represented well with 3 starters, so you like to see that. Here to talk all about everything that's going on, we have Jeremy, SJ Phil's fan. How are you today?
Horrible. I will never get over the criminal act of Schwarber being robbed. It was rigged. They announced he was the winner earlier in the show.
Count.
And as you heard, we also have Giles with us today. What's going on, man?
Not much.
Yeah, so let's jump right into that home run derby. Jeremy, I don't know if you're being serious or not. Do you actually believe that the home run derby was rigged?
No, but Netflix's production was so bad they actually accidentally showed a graphic when Walker, I forgot what part of it, but Walker up, and it said Walker was the winner before it was over.
Yeah.
What a show.
Like, oh my god.
What a
it
shit
was
show.
So bad. Like everything looked like a home run, and then it landed in like the middle of the outfield. Oh my god. It was beyond pathetic what Netflix was doing.
It felt like a sideshow. Like the home run derby felt like a sideshow, honestly, to the whole thing. Oh yeah, there's a home run derby happening in the background of our Netflix event. Like that's kind of how it felt to me.
Yeah, but thankfully they switched back to swings and everything, so it went by fast. It felt more smooth, everything, as opposed to the stupid time we had the past 11 years.
Mm-hmm.
It was an improvement, but I'm with you that like Netflix's production was weird in 2 ways. Like number one, like you said, the camera angle that they used made it really impossible to tell where the balls were going, which I guess kept up suspense. But they also like jump cut way too often, and it made like a little bit of a headache to watch. But regardless, the drama was unbelievable. It was like a really good event.
You know, I think if MLB has a plan to give Netflix gradually more MLB events as time progresses, that making their first like really big event that they get be the home run derby to sort of like let them get their feet wet in producing baseball events isn't the worst idea ever, but it was not a remotely good production for most of last night.
They had like opening day for the Giants, the Yankees. They've done baseball games before, but it's bad. It was bad. I mean, even like Vasgersian was fooled by the camera angles. He'd be like, "Oh my god, it's blasted," and then it was like a 4-14.
Having Vasgersian do your announcing is an automatic like dock for me. I do not like Matt Vasgersian as an announcer. I think his shtick is loud equals exciting, and that's basically it.
Don't make me mute you.
It takes me back to the old MLB The Show games, and for that
exactly. He said Santa Maria. I'm like, absolute cinema. Absolute.
The thing is I played those games muted because I liked the crowd noise, and it made it feel more immersive for me. So I never listened to Vasgersian really in those games.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm getting there with sports games, but like the college football video game these days, I do not always have the broadcasters on just to hear the crowd noise a little bit more. Jordan Walker, what a baller. I mean, that I thought that it was in the bag for Schwarber. I'm sure if I go to like Kalshi and I go to some kind of like prediction market, Schwarber at a moment was probably going to be like a massive favorite, but Walker took it out right underneath. And that was, I mean, I don't think baseball could have hoped for anything else.
Nope.
No, it wasn't like Schwarber like, oh, he didn't perform well. Walker hit 5 on his last pitch. Like, damn.
Yep. You know, I was going to bed early because, you know, I'm an early sleeper and an early riser, so I just can't stay up to watch all of these really well. But, you know, I tuned sort of back in as I was about to go to sleep and was sort of just watching the ticker. And once he got to about 3 in a row, I sort of was like, oh, he's gonna win this. You just sort of had a feeling once he got to that sort of groove there at the end.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, and honestly, I know Joe, you didn't like it, but I thought it was hilarious how how much fans were into it, booing everyone, especially the kids dropping the ball. It was
The
all
kids
in
dropping the ball, I
jest.
think, is okay. Cause I'm okay with kids dropping the ball because that's like they do that every game. If you drop the ball in the crowd, that's whatever
Oh,
for me.
no, but also I definitely feel Netflix was boosting the volume.
Yeah,
It yeah. So Netflix was definitely
this is
boosting
gonna
it to
lead us into
seem
a thing, I think.
I think
yeah,
so.
but yeah,
I'm going to pass this
yeah.
over to you, Giles.
So Jeremy, just respectfully, you and I are going to disagree on this. Uh, and Joe and I are probably in agreement on this. I do not like at least during intros, the booing of players at intros at the home run derby. I think booing should mean something. I don't think it should sort of just be as a ooh her ha ha we're Philly fans and we boo and we're assholes, which is sort of what it feels like now. It felt like in like 2018, 2019 or something, if you came out and were like, no, Phillies fans or Philly fans, they're fucking assholes, fuck them, blah, 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 blah. Phillies fans are like, no, the fuck we're not. Look at all this. Look at all this we do. Look at this we do. Look at this event where we weren't assholes. Look at this event where we weren't assholes. And now it sort of just feels like, yeah, we are. And who cares, bro? You should be like us too. That's kind of the vibe I've gotten from anybody online is, well, everybody else does it. Yeah, which no, they don't. I remember the 2018 home run derby in Washington D.C. when Reese was in it, and like an actual divisional rival in another stadium, and there wasn't any booing in that home run derby. And I think
Yeah,
the home run
because
derby,
because they were all Philly fans. Nationals don't have fans.
fair point, but I just think the home run derby is a really exhibition-y for fun style event that really does not booing should not have a place in. I think if you're booing in a home run derby, you sort of come like actually booing, right? Not like har 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 kind of booing, like kids dropping a fly ball, like you said. It just comes across as like the drunk dad at a little league game. To me, that's all it comes across. It comes across as trashy, and I'm sure a lot of people find that will get pissed off about that. Me saying that, but I really don't care. It's trashy to me. I
Yeah, but
remember 2000. I remember 2010. This is my last thing. I'll let you talk after this. I remember 2010 going to a game with my dad and seeing this pod. I forget the center fielder for the Padres name was. It was 2011. Robbed Raul Ibanez of a home run in dead center field, and he got a standing ovation from the crowd because it was such a spectacular play in center field, and the Phillies won the game. I do not think this fan base would applaud another player that wasn't a former Philly at all now. I think the fan base is, I don't think it's good fun. I think the fan base is just toxic and they're in denial that they're toxic.
I think trashy is a good word for it.
yeah,
Like the
I would
beginning of
agree
the
it's trashy. I
intros,
find it hilarious.
the
Okay.
beginning during the
Okay.
intros is what bothered me the most.
Yeah.
I think that cheering for like Wilson Contreras to like swing into outs, like that's fine, right? Like that's
Yeah. That's
perfectly
fine.
okay,
That's
no issue
competitive.
there. But I don't know, just like making the environment unwelcome during the like fucking home run derby. Like, what are we doing here? Like,
Yep.
it's just such a bad look for a fan base, and more and more, it's kind of like, does the fan base deserve the reputation that they have?
I think they do. Frankly.
Also, but
Jeremy,
I
do you want
think
to say anything? I don't
MLB,
want to go on it.
yeah, no, but I think MLB and Netflix. Well, I obviously wasn't there, but the way they wanted the fans to be like that, just to like, oh yeah, we want like the Philly fan experience for the. I who knows what, like, if they were people like told you go to like events, they tell you what kind of energy they want. I'm sure it was uh like promoted by the media. I don't be like all the media, but you know what I mean. Like they wanted it.
Oh, they always want it because it's always a story. Philly fans boo X, Y,
Yeah,
Z. But my
yeah,
point is that Philly fans have always, at least until recent memory, sort of been like, no, that's horse shit. And to an extent, it was wildly overblown, right? Like the
yeah.
Santa Claus story is so tiresome and so stupid. I agree with that. That's a bullshit story that should stop getting told. But the fact is we have just seen so many new instances of just fan toxicity, and even in my experiences going to the ballpark, that I just do not think it is deniable or possible to deny that there is a problem with toxicity in this fan base anymore. Like I just I can't pretend it away that it's just, new Eagle bandwagon fans that are doing it.
Probably.
Yeah.
And I mean, I feel like the fan cred has gone way downhill because they wouldn't boo Castellanos and they don't care that Bryce doesn't run out the ball all the time. And so, yeah, I definitely feel there's definitely a lot of bandwagoners. I mean, when's the last time we were good? 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 5 years. It's been almost, it's been a long time since we're good this many years in a row. So we're not used to this. Yeah. So the bandwagoners are still here.
It's just, I told Joe sort of a line I had an idea for, which was, the Philly fans last night had a chance to basically prove everybody in the national media wrong about them. And within seconds of the home run derby announcement starting, they all 46,000 or whatever, however many of them, all collectively said, no, we like being assholes and being portrayed as assholes. So, I mean, I think the Philly fan base sort of made a statement last night. And make no mistake, they are going to boo every non-Phillies player at the All-Star game intros tonight. Not just like the Mets players and the Nationals players and the Braves players or maybe and Dodgers players. They are going to boo every single non-Phillies player that steps on that field that isn't a former Philly.
Right. Yeah, and then they're going to boost the volume of it.
Yep. And I don't like. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that for anybody out there that's like, well, it's just passion. It's not passion. It's called being an asshole. There's a difference. Passion is chanting DUI at Marcell Ozuna after getting pulled over for a DUI and then being like, do you know who I am? To the police officer after he pulled him over. That's what booing's for. Booing is for like Marcell Ozuna or like you said, Nick Castellanos or Sean Rodriguez when he insulted the fan base. Like that's when you're supposed to boo. Booing used to mean something. It doesn't fucking mean shit anymore.
It's almost like, the fans are like, oh, I guess I'm supposed to boo because this is a situation where I've heard that I'm supposed to boo, and they don't actually really think, why am I doing this? What purpose does it serve? And I don't know. Like, if I'm some random player coming to Philadelphia for the All-Star game and I'm getting booed, like, I don't know, do I want to play there in the future?
I wouldn't.
Probably
I mean,
not.
like, obviously, like, if you pay them enough money, they will. But at some point, if your fan base is toxic enough, I do believe there is a point that players will start saying, yeah, I'm going to want a few million extra to play there because of your fans.
Yeah.
I really think that's going to happen for at least some. It might not happen for all players. It will happen for some of them, though. And I think anybody that's just sort of hand waving it away that this is a normal happening amongst MLB teams is just so incredibly full of shit. It's a lie. It does not happen with other fan bases, like outside of like the Northeast. The Northeast, specifically for sports, is so disproportionately toxic, like compared to the rest of the country. In my experience, if you go out to say like Western PA to watch a Pirates game, even when the Pirates were good, like or semi-good, it was never. And I went to like a Phillies Pirates game. It was never close to this bad. You don't get heckled. You don't get like mocked. The player, like, it's a much better experience than what I've seen bringing a friend wearing an opposing team's jersey into a Phillies game in the last couple of years. Like it is a problem, and I'm just not going to pretend that it isn't anymore.
Yeah. I think I'm with you there, and I like the diverse opinions that we're bringing to this episode. I have another kind of all-star related take, and it's that what Wheeler did, while I get it, it's pretty lame.
It's petty.
He complained so much about not being named an all-star, and then MLB named him an all-star, and he declined it.
No. They probably asked him if he wanted to be an all-star. If they actually cared about making this right, they would have just said, Zach Wheeler is an all-star. We fucked up, blah, blah, blah. Instead, they were like, hey, do you want to be one?
Yeah.
I also think that it's just goofy for really players at this point in the MLB like sort of life cycle to get that worked up over an all-star appearance.
No. It still matters for Hall of Fame voters.
I don't think so, Jeremy. I just completely
They're
disagree
still
with
old.
you that.
They're still old. They're still old. There's still
Okay.
two old ones. And have the Phillies announced that they're going to honor the bonus that they did for Sanchez?
I mean, the argument that Wheeler made
every
at
team
first,
does that.
The argument was a legacy argument, right? Like, oh, I care about my legacy. And then he straight up declined the chance to have that mark on his resume. He was an All-Star in 2026 and to pitch in the All-Star game in front of the hometown fans.
Yeah, that's bullshit there. Imagine how cool it would be to have Sanchez and Wheeler like leading off the All-Star game.
Hearing Rooster, the All-Star game, right? Like, could have been a moment.
Sanchez, that's what I'm just saying. If the league actually cared about making this right, they would even take his permission. They would just made him an All-Star.
Yep.
So that's why I agree with that.
I think both. Okay, I will split the baby here. Both sides are being stupid. The league should have just named him an All-Star, firstly, and secondly, Wheeler should have accepted it when they offered it, when they asked him.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Without a doubt, I agree.
Like, this is all just childish bullshit. That's what it feels like. It feels like diva garbage, and I love Wheeler to death, and this is like the first time I've ever said anything negative about him, like, you know, the way he's acted around the sport.
Same.
But that rubbed me the wrong way. And to lead me into something else that rubbed me the wrong way, let's talk about Bryce Harper.
Sure.
Want to talk about Bryce Harper and FanDuel? Anybody?
Yeah, go for it.
Well,
we didn't talk about this last time.
I'll let Jeremy talk. I'll let Jeremy start.
Yeah. We all know athletes are not, they don't get, most of them don't get education. Harper went to JUCO to just get drafted right away out of high school. He's been playing baseball. He was anointed. I firmly believe he pulled a Ron Burgundy and read the script and didn't think twice.
Oh, I believe that too. I don't think, I still think that's just a really ugly, gross look for the Phillies franchise, frankly.
Oh, it is. Yep. It's stupid. And
like, I don't think
an agent.
I don't think Harper's a bad person. I don't want to go out there and say I agree with you. I think he just saw money, and script, and was like, oh, this looks easy. Just read the script and get paid, and just did that.
But
that just says he's a fucking idiot.
Cameo. Well, we all know that.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Have you seen him run the bases?
But it's disgusting with how much gambling is in sports now, and it's just, but. I blame Harper for being an idiot, but I don't think there's anything malicious behind it. I firmly believe he didn't think twice, just didn't even understand it, and just read the script and sent it up.
Yep. And I just want to add a quick aside that him losing in the first round is karma for that. I'm glad he lost in the first round. I don't think people who work with sports gambling companies should have, personally, a lot of great luck befall them. I wish all
he didn't work. He didn't work with sports gambling. He read a script that was hired by a sports. It was literally just a cameo.
It did say like FanDuel in there. Like it said FanDuel host in the script.
I know. But it wasn't like there's like a business version camera supposed to go through. And so that's what I'm saying. He just probably didn't think it was serious or anything and read it. He's an idiot.
Sure. I think we're all in agreement here that this is a really bad look for the Phillies franchise, and just especially Bryce Harper.
Well, the league it's bad for the league, and it's bad for the league in general.
Yep.
Yeah. It's just like MLB should be like.
I think it looks bad for sports in general.
Yeah, it does. It's bad all around. You have a star player just like doing this shit.
Spend another $1 million on FanDuel. Gamble responsibly. You have a problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Gamble. That's. I don't want to get into a sports gambling rant, but it's fucking cancer. It's a blight on American sports, and I think we would be done a great service if every person who wanted to start or started or owned a gambling company was just shot off into space, and we didn't have sports gambling or any kind of gambling, frankly, on this planet anymore. That's my personal opinion.
I mean, I had no problem. The problem is how easy it is to do from your phone. It needs to be.
That's the issue. It's a couple button presses away.
Yeah. You have to actually before you actually go to casinos and stuff. So if it was all just you have to go to designated gambling areas, the barrier for friction is so little.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
that's the problem.
That's phones once again being a detriment to society right there.
Through that.
Yep. So, and then Schwarber losing the way he did. This is probably less popular. Is I think kind of karma to the fans, frankly, for how they booed people during intros. I thought it was kind of funny. I'm bummed that
it
Schwarber
was
lost.
epic.
It was epic. It was. I would be lying if I said I was not kind of laughing at the end. That that's how they lost, was another like heartbreaking, quote unquote choke. Even though Schwarber didn't really choke, but big lead late, looked like it was over, and then he lost. Is kind of what I'm saying. Just again to Philly sports fans. So I find that funny because all three of us aren't quote unquote Philly sports fans. So it just we all share, I think, the same sort of general dislike of the overall fan base.
They got what they deserved, right?
Yep, they always do.
Yep.
I mean, I hate Fairweather fans in all freaking sports.
Yep.
God, I was in college in the bit when the Giants won 10, 12, and 14, and my God, I was like, they're so Fairweather fans like that are so bad. It's just I got one of my friends to be like, oh yeah, Posey's the second baseman. So they all talk shit. They don't know. Yeah, they don't know crap, and so it's just annoying when they talk shit.
Yep. So, want to do some player rankings?
Yeah, let's talk about it. So, the idea that I kind of had.
Whoa! Let's go into the draft. Come
wait.
You gotta do the
One
draft.
last thing on All Stars. I had an idea I was discussing with Joe, and I wanted your opinion on it, Jeremy. Okay.
Yeah.
It's overly complicated and only for niche baseball fans. So instead of doing it the way we do it now, we have like multiple sets of all-star players. Okay, we have like all-star fielders who only play in the field during the all-star game. So that you have the best fielders at each position at the field to like showcase, great MLB fielding. Because I think it's kind of goofy to see like, say, Kyle Schwarber in 2022 potentially running around in left field, even though that didn't happen, but still. And then you have the best hit. Oh yeah, he did. I don't remember All Stars. I don't follow All Star selections. This just shows how.
Okay. I don't remember. I don't remember an All Star game, but no. But I mean, Schwarber was left field in 22. So
yeah, okay, yeah. So then you have for offense, you have the top 9 people by WRC plus from each league for each lineup, and then the top 3 base runners from each league by base running value or whatever you want to do, so that you can have fun speed shit on the base paths while people are on base, and you don't have to watch once again Kyle. Although that might be fun though, watching Kyle Schwarber waddle around the bases. But I think like watching insanely fast people run the bases is still more fun. So it's overly complicated, but I thought it was a goofy idea that would be, I think, better than the system we have now, which is just bullshit popularity contest. That's all me.
Yeah. The current All Star in all sports is just outdated with.
It's just
everything.
awful.
No one really.
No one cares anymore about seeing popularity contest. I don't know. Like, I think if you're going,
and like the mandatory one per team.
Yep,
I'm okay with that. I understand that it's like not the most competitive thing, but
I know. Usually, every team has someone who is deserving. Occasionally, you have the Mark Redmonds of the world go into an All Star.
You have Pat Neshek, but Pat Neshek was great though in 2017. He did deserve it though.
He deserved.
Yeah, he was awesome. I forget about that sometimes.
He had a 1.12 ERA. He was amazing. Absolutely deserved to be an All Star. Yeah, occasionally you have guys who are or just really really bad, but usually every team has someone who is at least worthy of an All Star.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's talk draft.
Yeah, let's go to the draft. Okay. This is your time to shine, Jeremy.
Okay, so first round we got Tyler Spangler, who the great Jack Fritz had predicted he would fall. We would pick. He's a high school shortstop, left-handed, 6'3", 195. Just funny enough, fell mostly because he had a back injury. So that's always lovely to see your high school draft pick. Back injury. So who knows if he's going to be a freaking Miller and then, but he's committed to Stanford, but he's also under slot, I think, because of the back injury and everything. He was ranked 53 by MLB, picked 36, but he's interesting. He can flat out just hit. And then we have in the second round pick, Caden Bogenpole. Great name. 6'6" left hitting outfielder who Missouri State. Just same college as Howard. So we got that going for us. But 6'6", 245, he can crush. But he only homered like 6 times this year. But he hit 119 miles per hour. So he's disciplined and won't chase. So hopefully that is good. He is good, decent speed, but he's probably a corner outfielder. The big guy, so we went under slot for a lot of our draft picks. The biggest guy who we might have to pay up for is our 5th round pick, Will Gasparino. He's an outfielder. That's righty. What? And he's 6'6", 220.
Nice.
And he was ranked
what a unit.
72. He was ranked 72. We got him at 161.
Why
so he's like the one guy I don't know. Maybe because they would think he would stay in college.
Who knows?
Yeah, I don't see really, but yeah, but his speed is for 60 power. So he looks like he's a big guy, exciting right-handed power. And then let's go with the one I don't like the most is Jackson Jelkin, our 4 comp pick. This kid was like kicked off freshman year of college at Nebraska. Dropped it multiple times, didn't sign the team. There's just rumors he's a head case. Like we'll see. But there's like 8 other players who left Nebraska after his freshman year. So maybe
is he like the talent is there, but the head isn't type dude?
Maybe he throws hard.
Okay,
but yeah, but we drafted a bunch of juniors and senior in college pitchers, so they could be up fast. This coming like last year. So
do you
really
know anything
about there?
Anything about the catcher they drafted in the 6th round? I'm kind of intrigued by that college catcher.
Nah, I got nothing on him because I think he can just. I think he. Let's see, scouting report.
I didn't find any scouting report on him. That's why I'm asking. That's because I looked.
Yeah, that was my problem too. Okay, this is keepingitheel.com. After one season with Tar Heels, is taking his talents to Philadelphia. Macon Winslow. Oh, okay. If it wasn't for an injury that hampered him through the second half, was on PCR's and called much earlier into draft. Injury impacted him offensively. Okay, what happened to him after?
Because obviously the Phillies have a catcher problem right now, and this guy's like pretty late into college, and
it doesn't say what injury he had, but
yeah.
So this could be a steal.
Yeah, if he works out, he could rise really, really fast and be a near-term solution to catcher. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I think it's really weird how many people get turned off by injuries and draft picks. Like if it's like a Tommy John or like a rotator
back
cuff,
injury,
that's fine. But yeah, but even still, like a back, not all back injuries are the same.
True.
It's just like but like how Aiden Miller fell because he had a hamate bone break. That's just weird. So hopefully that could be a steal. But now let's talk to the fun guy. Where is he? Oh yeah, our 11th round pick, Sir Drew Titsworth, pitcher. Like, come on, everyone's gonna want that jersey. Everyone's gonna want that jersey. Everyone's gonna want that. Yeah, best since Antonio Bastardo.
Middleton did say you got to pay the bills somehow. Bring him up. He'll have a jersey. Just bring him up for a couple of days, and he'll officially have a jersey. Just saying. Yeah. Think about how I would want a Titsworth jersey. Just saying.
Oh, I would too.
Buy that in a heartbeat.
Yes, we only drafted 4 high schoolers. 1.
Oh yeah, they are trying to extend the window right now.
3 high schoolers. Yeah, only 3 high schoolers. So, it wasn't as insane as last year when it was like all pitchers.
which was
They're trying-
hilarious.
It seems
no,
like
yeah,
they're trying to get like back up here as quickly as possible. That's what sort of feels like right now.
well, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
if
because it's an
if
old
like half, yeah, if you get like 3 relievers out of each class, that's great.
Yep.
But yeah, oops all pitchers oops all pitchers draft last year
Hey,
was
pull
great.
the Angels draft.
I was no, they would have all been up by now if we did an Angels draft.
Yep.
But I was hoping we would do like oops all hitters, just because we're like, okay, let's see what they're. But they didn't.
Eventually, one of
hopefully
them's going to hit.
God, yeah. Yeah.
You know, right? Bryson Stott has an OPS over 700 now. Just saying.
He did it.
I'm just, hey, you know what? If Bryson Stott can hit for a 700 OPS and play the base running and fielding he does, I am more than satisfied.
Yeah, no, I'm fine with a start around like a 700 OPS. That's fine with me.
I'd sign him to a like kind of cheapish extension, frankly. That's a solid player that's not super expensive, and
yeah, he's fast defensively, can provide you with a decent.
And he's flexible defensively too. He can play shorter.
Well, yeah. I mean, honestly, he's like Brandon Crawford.
Yep.
What do you make of not every defensive metric liking Stott?
Who are you asking, me or Jeremy?
I mean,
just in general, I'm throwing it out there.
Defensive metrics. If you talk to anyone, they're all crap.
So here's the thing, for me, and this, you may get shelter because this is a sign of the apocalypse when I say something like this. When defensive metrics sort of split, one says the dude's amazing, one says the dude's bad. I say that's when you got to go use the eye test on it and like actually watch like film of him playing. And my eye says Bryson Stott is not a bad fielder. So
yeah,
that's for what it's worth. That's what it says to me.
Fair.
Yeah.
So that's a good segue into kind of just like ranking the first half. I don't think we have the time to go through every single player, but we do have time to go through each position group. So let's start by opening up the table and talking about the starting pitchers. If I had to like give a grade to the starting pitchers, I'd probably give them a B minus. It's so hard to rate them because 2.5 to 3 of them are so good, and then 2 of them are so bad.
Yep. I will say that if Nola was a 5 right now, he is totally serviceable as a 5. The issue is that he's a 4. So
yeah,
I'd probably give them right now, I'd say a B plus just because of how good Wheeler, Luzardo, and Sanchez have been. That it feels like, to me mentally, it feels like win day every time one of them is out there to pitch. Like, that's how good they've been. And Luzardo has been ace level since his Cubs start in April. And I don't think enough people really realize that. Like how actually good he's been since that start because of how awful he was.
Everyone, Wheeler came back, fixed the team probably more than Thompson getting fired.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, totally. And also I just think luck, sort of like positive regression and stuff. But yeah, I mean, and I never really bought into the Wheeler is like cooked narrative that a lot of people were sort of pushing.
Well, the problem was what he was throwing in his rehab assignments was totally different than what he was throwing the moment he came back.
He was throwing spring training, basically. I mean, that's basically what he was doing.
But the velocity, the control was nowhere near what it was when he immediately came up. It was night and day. It was no one expected that.
I kind of had faith. I will say I had faith just because he is Zach Wheeler. It might be goofy, but that's the way it was. For
me. In defense of Nola, he's only given up more than 4 runs 5 times. He's in 13 of his 19 starts, he's giving up 3 runs or less.
Well, he's also not going deep in games, though.
Yep, he's getting pulled really quick.
Yeah,
but he's not letting them lose it. Is the point? I think Jeremy's trying to say.
Sure.
Yeah, he's not costing them that many games.
He's not immolating on the mound.
It's just annoying because it was just annoying because he gets like to the 5th inning and then like, oh god.
Yeah.
So it's
and I think the big thing with I have not been the biggest Mattingly fan. I will admit it. The biggest improvement with Mattingly over Thompson is Mattingly isn't just oh, I trust Nola, whatever. We'll just leave Nola out there for the third time through the order. It's like third time through the order. Nope, you're done. Get out.
Gotta earn it.
Yep.
The bigger problem is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of his starts have been basically 4 and 2/3.
Yep.
Yeah, so yeah, it's just like, come on, yeah.
So, what do you give the starters, Jeremy?
So I'm giving them an A because
Okay.
three are studs. Nola is serviceable, and I've said this multiple times on the podcast. We never score for the fifth starter anyway.
Yeah, and in the playoffs, fifth starter just does not matter. The only way the fifth starter really matters here is in terms of like the division race. That's the only reason the fifth starter matters, and for depth, obviously. But
you could put anyone serviceable in the fifth spot, and we would basically maybe have 1 or 2 more wins. The way
as long as you don't have like
played
an ERA over 6, I don't care how you do in the fifth spot. Like I am really kind of shoulder shrug about that. Let's keep moving.
Yeah.
Also, about the division race, like even if the Phillies win the division, they probably would have the 3 seed in the National League, meaning they don't get a bye anyways. So, if you're the
home field with the wild card.
I know, but we could all agree, I think we don't want to have a bye. I don't think this team can handle a bye.
I absolutely want to buy.
I don't think the data doesn't support it. The data, overall data doesn't support it. I think the Mets series...
I don't think this team. I don't care about the data. I don't think this team can handle a break like that.
Well, my counter to that is the Mets series. The team was flat for the second half of the season, anyways. I don't think that was because of the bye. I think the team just wasn't.
No. They were doomed anyway. But I'm just saying, like I don't. This team, I don't.
And the Dodgers are the Dodgers. So I don't know that there's evidence.
I'm just saying 22 and 23, no bye. They made it to the
correlation doesn't equal causation, Jeremy.
Preach.
I know, but this team's freaking demeanor is.
Yeah, screw it. Yep. Let's lose the division, boys. We need that. You need that away team.
I didn't say lose. No, I didn't say lose the division. I say not
get it. Lose the division. Let's lose the division. Lose it good and hard too. Make it at least a 10-game loss.
Let's put the words in my mouth. I said no bye, not lose division.
Breaking news: SJ Phils fan wants the Phillies to lose the division. I'm going to post it on r-Phillies now.
Oh, yes. What will matter more in the postseason, probably, than the 4 and 5 starters, is the bullpen. The bullpen, I think most people feel great about Duran, pitching the ninth inning, and not so great about who's pitching the rest of the innings out of the bullpen. You look at the stats, Kerkering has had a solid year, Bolin has had a solid year, Mesa's had a decent year, but I don't know if that's necessarily how everybody feels about it.
He's Brad Hand 2.0.
I give this bullpen like a C-.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much just because of Duran. Kerkering I don't trust, and Bolin I'm learning to trust, and everybody else I don't trust.
But Bolin is still doing the fucking walk the first guy every time it comes in, which is really annoying.
I can't hate a guy whose nickname is Big Bad John. I'm sorry, I can't hate that. I'm going to do this. I'm going to break your rules. The back half of the bullpen, I give a B. Like the part of the bullpen that people actually kind of give a shit about. I think Kerkering as a 7th inning guy is fine. I think Bolin can turn into an 8th. Bolin, I think, can turn into an 8th inning guy. He absolutely has the stuff too. And of course, Duran is Duran. But the issue is the middle relief right now. And somebody else has got to step up, obviously. I'd give it a C+. I'd give it the bullpen as a whole. I'd give it a C+.
Joe, can we just brag about how we were so right about Matt Strahm last year, but with all the million red flags?
Well, I was a bigger Strahm believer, if I'm being honest. So you can take the win.
Fine. I was right. I was 100% right on.
I thought he was declining. I didn't see him falling off a cliff like he did this year.
So that's where I was at.
I definitely did. His fastball, it's terrible. Oh God, it was obvious this was coming very soon. And the fact that we have so many years of Bolin control is just.
And I
was happy to get rid of Strahm.
Real quickly, because I know everybody here has criticized Dave Dombrowski a lot. We got to give him credit for that move. That is one of the best moves he's made while he's been here, right now. So Good job, Dave Dombrowski. I'm going to criticize him when he does things wrong. I'm going to make sure to point out really loudly when he makes really smart trades, like the Matt Strom trade.
Yeah, we have Bolin until after the 2031 season.
Imagine his bullpen with Strom instead of Bolin.
I don't like that thought.
Yeah, God. 2021 all over again.
Two things to call out about the bullpen. Number one, Brad Keller's status is up in the air. There are some rumors swirling that he might be hurt yet again, given the Phillies' unwillingness to go to him right before the All-Star break, despite the rest that he was on. And then just like the left-handed side of the bullpen, they really need to figure out. I think they need a lefty, maybe more than anything else at the trade deadline. And for that reason, I just have a hard time being even somewhat confident about the bullpen group.
Yep.
On to
they activated Keller.
Yes, but he might be hurt again, is the rumors.
Oh.
We'll wait and see. If Keller is healthy, that changes the whole picture of the bullpen, in my opinion, because Keller's another passable arm out in the bullpen for them. He's not left-handed, obviously, but he is passable.
Yep.
Yeah.
So let's go to the infield now, and we'll include JT Realmuto as a honorary member of the infield. Explain yourself.
Okay, this is very easy. 0.4, -0.2, -0.8, and 2.0. Those are the wars of our infielders.
Forgot about JT.
Yeah. I included those. 0.4 and 2.0 are Schwarber. I mean, Realmuto and Harper. You have 0.4 and Stott. And
Okay.
You have -0.2 and -0.8 and Turner and Bohm.
Sure.
So you have basically a 1.8 WAR infield. Not bad. Not really bad.
I want to preface by saying it will be kind of endlessly amusing to me how much more Fangraphs likes Bryson Stott than Baseball Reference does. Fangraphs has him as a 1.5 F4 guy right now. But yeah, the infield's a D.
The few times when Fangraphs is correct on something.
Bohm has cooled off dramatically. He was hot there for a while. Yeah. He's back to being, power ground ball, Alec Bohm, the same guy we've known for 6 years now.
7 years.
7 years. Yeah. Jesus. Been that long. Christ. Trey Turner's been terrible. He kind of warmed up a little bit near the end of the first half there, but still his overall body of work is bad. Bryce Harper is, he's hitting basically what he did last year. His WRC plus is pretty much identical. Everybody talking about this Bryce Harper's, stepped up his offensive game dramatically from last year. His WRC plus is all of 2 points higher than last year right now.
He seems more consistent this year, is what I would say.
Yeah, his OBP is slightly higher
in the big moments. He's feeling more clutch this year.
Well, I'll talk here. I'll go look at his high leverage.
His OPS plus is 130, which is all I would ask for from a 33-year-old.
But that brings me to his fielding, which last year his fielding defensive WAR was what was. Let me just pull up a second tab here. His defensive WAR was -0.8, was -8 or something. Right now it is -11, and we're only at the All-Star break.
It's really funny. When in 24 he was a really good defensive first baseman.
It's bizarre.
I just don't know if he tries anymore. I think he's given up on trying to be a good defensive first baseman.
Mm-hmm. I will say to Jeremy, to a point earlier, you are completely right about that, Jeremy. In high leverage situations last year, Harper had a WRC plus of 93. This year in high leverage situations, it is 124. So he is more. He is way better in high leverage situations, and he is walking 4% more than he did last year in them too. So
he's only 10 walks away from his last season high.
Yeah, he's not playing hero ball anymore. That's the big thing.
Yeah. He's more. It's just he's better when it matters this year compared to last year. Because you look at the numbers last year, he was fine, but it always just felt like.
So that brings me to JT. JT's been just offensively, obviously, a disaster.
He needs glasses or some. I think he needs glasses or something because he's just
old.
Cannot walk. He cannot walk. He
I
swings
think
at
his
everything.
bat has slowed down and he can't see the ball as long as he used to. I really think that's what it is. He's he's 36, 37. How old is he? 35 years old.
But like,
So,
but his bat speed is still 62 percentile.
That's just weird.
Squared up is 71%. It's just he's chasing everything. And so it's he needs to like, I don't know if he needs glasses or some crap. He's swinging at crap, but he's able to make decent contact and his bat speed's fine. He should. Yeah,
I give the infield a D plus, but it is being carried really heavily by Harper's offense and Bryson Stott. But that's it. Everything else
and JT's defense.
JT's defense. Yeah, everything else is a sieve. Just we don't want to talk about it.
But JT's pop time is still 100 percentile.
Yep. Of course it is. Yeah, I think that's probably like the last thing to go for him, honestly. Because like Molina was throwing rockets until he retired, pretty much.
I think because of the defense, and also you look at, at the very least, Turner and Bohm, and these are guys that have really struggled. You can argue about Romuto and Stott as well. Like, it's hard for me to not fail this infield. I think I'll give them like a D minus, just because at least they're above replacement level.
If there were anything not 1.8 before, then they would be failing. But the fact that these get degrees, this infield is a major league infield technically.
Sure.
Let's go to the outfield.
Let's go to the outfield. Don't count Schwarber. Schwarber, everybody is giving an A. I don't think we need to.
Oh no, I give Schwarber an S. Schwarber gets an S.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, we all felt like, there's no way he's gonna hit like 50 plus home runs again. Blah blah.
No, he's gonna do more. He's gonna hit like all the home runs again. Fuck, dude.
I hope he hits 60 home runs and strikes out 300 times.
I want to say that, guys, a DH being on pace for about a 5 F WAR season is fucking insanity, and people should really appreciate this right now, because this is a really unbelievable.
I feel DH wars have risen ever since it became universal.
But they still have the positional adjustment that changes how they calculate the WAR. So
funny enough, fun fact. Do you think
also offense clicks around the league too, which also helps.
Do you think Schwarber has a better or worse WRC plus right now than he did at the end of last year?
Better.
It is 3 points below where he ended last year right now.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think it's because he was slumping a little bit at the end of the first half, power wise.
Yeah, if you looked like July 1st, it probably would have been.
Yeah, it was like 170 or something.
Sure. But outfield wise, the outfield. I mean, so much of this is going to come down to how much you believe in Derek Hill. Because like Derek Hill, the way he's been playing on the Phillies,
you can't. No one can. I'm sorry, if anyone actually believes in Derek Hill, they're not.
I believe in him defensively.
No, defensively, I believe in him, but he's 30 years old. He's never hit more than, he's tied his career high in home runs already. But
Jeremy, have you considered that Kevin Long is an elite hitting coach?
Also, the strikeout to walk ratio, he has 2 walks as a Philly and 23 strikeouts.
Yep. Okay, dude, his K percentage this year is 36%. His walk percentage is 6.2. His BABIP right now is 370. So yeah, he's going to come crashing down to earth here. So.
No, he's every once in a while. I feel the Phillies are really good at this. They get a fourth outfielder, utility player who can just hit the ball really well one year. Yeah, Weston will solve that, and then we hold on to them way too long, and he's going to be trash next year, but we're going to keep him anyway.
Hey, we didn't do that with Bader.
That's true.
But Bader's floor is still a positive player.
Yeah, true. But Hill's ex-WOBA right now is basically 30 points below where his WOBA is currently. So just none of this is sustainable. It's been fun, and they desperately needed what he's provided. And obviously,
but like no one be upset when he's like, this guy's a bum again, blah 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 blah. I can't hit for crap.
I think Derek Hill back on Earth is still better than Adolis Garcia was. I think he's better than Justin Crawford is right now.
I think so.
Just Crawford. I know you. I
No,
know you'd say it's
say what you want to say.
Crawford's he's improving. He's improving.
Babbitt.
He's but his play style is a BABIP merchant. We always do this.
Yeah. Well, okay. First off, I want to start off by saying his BABIP since like June is something like 400.
Yeah.
410,
Yeah,
420.
yeah.
And that, okay, so he's obviously going to have a higher BABIP because he is lightning fast, right?
Yes.
Marsh, the big driver behind BABIP, even bigger than speed, is hitting the ball hard. And that's why Marsh has such a high BABIP, because everything he hits is a fucking piss missile.
And he just needs to stop striking all the time.
Crawford just does not hit the ball hard, though. That's the issue. Crawford has like the exit velo of Bryson Stott pre this year. I don't think that BABIP is remotely sustainable for Justin Crawford at the major league level. I mean, I get it. It's worked at every single level that he's ever played at before. Guys of his profile and his batting profile just almost never succeed at the major leagues, and there is a reason for that, and it's because fielders are just better up here. He needs to hit the ball a lot harder. And listen, obviously, Justin Crawford is.
But he has been hitting the ball harder. He was hitting 95 plus and 100 plus for the past like week and a half. So there's signs.
I'm not saying he can't improve. He's 22 years, 6 months, and 1 day old right now. Like, he has plenty of time to put on weight and get better. Okay, but right now, in this moment, he is not close to being a good baseball player, in my opinion. And the biggest question isn't his offense. I'm going to keep saying this. It's the fact that he can't play center field. If he can't stick in center, he is a useless baseball player because he is never going to hit for enough power to play in a corner outfield spot. It's as simple as that. He needs to be able to play center, at least like a slightly below average MLB level.
Yeah, I'm pretty much entirely with you, man. So everybody give your letter. Everybody give your letter grade for the outfield. I give them a C-.
What?
Yeah, it's tough. In the outfield, Marsh is a stud. Even though
how much does Marsh carry it for you? I guess is the question.
Marsh carries it
carrying us for a while a lot
decently.
Yep.
And I think Derek Hill he's obviously not the way he's performed, but I think he can be a fine defensive first center fielder. So I think there's one outfield gap instead of two, and that's what influences my rating. Maybe it's a D+, but
I say D+. I say D+. D or a D+. I'll revise it from that F tier, but it's a D or a D+. They've been awful.
Jeremy, what about you?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, this team is just where they are because of the pitching.
Yeah, pretty much. I think my big takeaway from the first half has kind of come to a close in this episode is that there's like a lot of bad teams in baseball this year. Like it feels like the quality of play is lower than it has been in quite some time. And the Phillies are very flawed. They might not even be that good, but they are better than most teams. So
yeah. The AL is atrocious and the NL is passable.
I'm biting my tongue to not say 2025 Steelers. With the whole, the rest of the league isn't very good. Maybe they're just not. Maybe they're the least bad team around. I think a good question to end on really is: do we think this team is as good as they've played so far? Like their record is right now?
Yeah,
probably not.
I think they are.
And it's a tough question for me. It really is, because if the offense is continues to be awful like it is, I don't think they are. Their record in one-run games